Yeah, last session started off with us just leaving Red Larch, and now we're God knows where.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now it's been about a week in game, and a lot of stuff happened. So I'm going to rattle this off, and of course, you guys let me know if I miss anything or have misrecalled anything, because it's absolutely possible that I could get something wrong.
I'm going to take some notes here, so don't mind me looking down.
Okay, so we fired off by you guys leaving Yartar, as Taryn said. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 5 of us. Okay. You left for Yartar on a lead that a delegation that now most of you, it seems, have to have some sort of connection with, as far as important people and things. Knowing that Yartar was a destination before Red Larch for this group of people. On your way, on the road, you discovered that Ilmith, who you were sort of hunting down, and another person have been murdered just off the side of the road. There is not agreement within the party, at least last I looked, on whether or not this other person was Rothar Hatherhand, but there's a running theory that he at least could be. Who is another person that you'd been looking for since the cave incident in Red Larch, which was before you guys left, I think like 2 in-game days ago. Along with these bodies, you find a short scribbled note saying that the believers are a loose end, accompanied by a symbol that Whirl recognizes from conversations with the child Braylon, whose father was Ilmith. So we now know his father has been killed, and
Braylon's father was
Rothar. So we still don't know if he's been killed, because we're like still up in the air about whether or not extra
The
dead
second.
Jane
Gotcha.
John
Yes.
Doe was Rothar.
Yes, I keep
Jane Doe.
getting Rothar and Ilmith mixed up. Ilmith, wagon maker, Rothar, Braylon's father. Second unknown killed person, maybe Rothar. You guys aren't sure. Okay, got it. Okay, so on your way toward Yartar, you intersect. I'm actually going to put you guys on the map during this recap so we can see what I'm talking through.
Yep.
So we're talking like
So many
here
more
now.
places.
Yeah. We're talking like here by Westbridge. Just south of that is where you find these bodies. And you head farther north to Triboar, where this X and marker on the trail are. Here, just outside Triboar, you discover the remnants of what was clearly a sort of medium-scale battle. And somebody, I believe it was Cal, maybe a couple other people, were able to determine that some powerful elemental-based magic were involved with this battle. You meet a woman named Darathra, who refers to herself as the Lord Protector of Triboar. And a little bit of her personality seems that she has an apparent high respect and envy for Constable Harburg and Red Larch in general, mostly due to the trade and security situations that he seems to be running there. Staying a night in Triboar leads you to a really confusing sight. All of you, to varying degrees, had the same event happen, where essentially you saw yourselves leave the tavern as Whirl was performing. Whirl was able to confirm that nobody, in fact, left at all, let alone you guys. So that's kind of a event that's stuck in the back of your minds for now. Cal also has another strong vision that he feels is more like manifesting a connection with a familiar unknown entity, but he has trouble piecing it together, so that's still kind of an unknown tie to outside activities as well. Fast forward to getting to Yartar, the members of the Harpers Association, I believe that I'm not going to guess anymore because I always get it wrong. Who is that?
It's Whirlin is.
Whirlin is. Okay.
Yes. One of us
Receive...
plays a harp, and the other one is probably also could play a harp.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can harmonize.
Yep.
Exactly. We'll be fine.
So the two of you receive a generic, clearly magically sent message that seemed like it was just kind of on broadcast for anyone in Harper's. saying that there was a dangerous orb stolen from Triboar being auctioned off in Yartar. And this message included essentially a request to try and retrieve it and return it to Triboar. After checking out some of the ragtag stands, it's clear that Yartar in general is another sort of trade-based town, but lower end than Red Larch, and Triboar being a little bit more of a farming type town, a little less on the trade side. You explore around a bit and end up getting pointed toward the... I lost the name. Wink and Kiss.
On.
For lack of a better phrase, a dive bar. In which a woman named Nareen and her bouncers are confirmed to be auctioning off this mysterious magical orb. Failed attempts at getting the price down by you guys. Spoiler alert, it wouldn't have been easy in the first place.
30 boys.
Yeah,
It's not like we had a lot of coin to like drop on something. She was like
Right.
shooting for 1,200, and we were like, we have $40.
You just bought a couple horses and a cart, so you're on the poor side of things at the moment. Negotiations, very loosely using that term right now, quickly turned into an improvisation at strong arming, and then a whole bunch of shit happened at once. So Taryn tried a zone of truth tactic. Cal tried an intimidation tactic. You guys were kind of playing chess a little bit with these bouncers in Nareen. And then all of a sudden, a crossbow bolt fires in through the window that is behind the person you were with, and all hell breaks loose. You end up in this skirmish. You're led to a cave, sort of just outside the southeastern end of town, where you find there is a third party. And Nareen confirms they are trying to steal the orb from her after she acquired it fairly, in her own words. You do find out that this person's name is...
Started with like an H.
I wrote it
Halira.
down. That one.
Here's Halira. I need to check a note here as I'm saying this, just to make sure I didn't pull up the wrong thing. Okay. Who has, I believe it was 2 bodyguards with her, and they essentially fight to the death. 3 of them that get killed. You guys end up with this orb. Trigger crazy event number 87 of this campaign already.
Wild.
Where all of you feel this sort of pull toward the orb. And as, mechanically speaking, as the person who failed the wisdom save the worst, it sort of latched itself to Cal, showed an image of the eye that you all have seen, and essentially showed him a vision while harming him at the same time. So this is where we're improvising for today. I'm going to say that he would have shared this image with you that he saw, which was 2 robed figures, sort of with their hands up in the air, across from each other with this like stone slab, and materializing between them were 4 items, which I told you what they were last week. They were a war pick, a trident, I'm forgetting the other 2. I apologize. Did any of you write that down?
I didn't because I'm writing it down now.
Probably. Let's see, maybe.
So like a shield
Maybe.
or something.
Yes.
Nope. Let me pull it up quick.
Did Carla write it down? Or
Probably forgot. I'm sorry.
shoot,
Yeah.
God,
That's okay.
useless.
It's the
It's good.
worst.
It's good that we're
Yeah,
recapping this then, because now everybody will have it.
Sweetie.
Let me see if I can find it.
I'm telling you, this is, and then she'll get bored and she'll eventually like lay down and just have her butt touching me. But for the moment, this is
Here it
the
is.
spot.
My friends call that butt snuggling.
Yes.
I love it.
Okay, I've got it. War pick, a trident, a dagger,
There she goes.
and a spear.
Ooh.
All clearly like very ornate, very decorative looking, and then he saw behind, so that was like in between these two hooded figures, and behind them were essentially four rock formations that had this liquid, or not liquid, fluid, misty, sort of mysterious glow in them, all different colors. And then he essentially collapsed.
What were the colors? Did he remember?
He would have. They would have been blue, red, yellowish gray, and brown.
Wacky.
Okay. So enter scene, or whatever the wording is for that. We're gonna say, because Cal was unable to join us today but didn't want us to cancel or delay, we're going to say that he has decided after these events that he needs to immediately go back to Red Larch and meet up with his contact, who you have not met up with yet, in the Lord's Alliance, to sort of follow up on what the hell's going on, more details about why he was asked to join this group in the first place, and have better direction on where to go next. So he is off doing that, while the four of you are still together here to sort of follow up on what just happened and make your own decisions about where you would like to go next before eventually meeting Cal again in Red Larch.
Okay.
Did I miss anything? Please God, I hope not.
I think so.
No, I think you're good.
Okay.
A little whole page with notes.
Yeah. Okay,
my
so I'm gonna
goodness.
put you guys back here,
Cool.
because you're technically just outside Yartar on this very southeast end, but I'm just gonna say, for the sake of simplicity, that maybe you're at least just on the edge of town if you're not back.
Sure.
What time of day is it?
You guys got here right about midday, so it'd be early afternoon.
Okay.
Are the goons with us?
Yes,
When we went back.
You are still with Nareen and her two, essentially the two bouncers that were inside the room, not the bouncers that were outside.
And had
The
we-
three of them chased with you for this fight.
Have we, that I can take it, we haven't talked to Nareen yet about anything else that has happened?
Nope, we're basically entering at that point. The fight just started. Cal would have basically done this monologue of, I need to go, it's very important, and started walking.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Is Nareen conscious?
She is. I believe
Okay.
Gert healed her
Yes,
just
I
enough
healed
to-
her.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I couldn't remember where we were at with her. And we have the orb.
You have the orb. Oh, I guess you guys should decide. Would you have talked with Cal about him taking it with him, or would you have tried to keep it?
Ooh.
I mean, he
Oh,
could drop it off for us if he's not afraid of it.
true.
He could.
Yeah, I feel like that would have been a conversation like, hey, it's on the way.
Could I, can I cast Identify on it? Maybe we send it with him, but could I cast Identify on it so we like know what else it might like do?
Good call.
You, so you can, and
Okay. I would like to do that.
I don't want to say this like I'm scolding you, but
Sure.
don't say can I. Just go for it.
I know. I've
Do-
been
do
trying
stuff.
so hard not to say can I. This is like the first big one.
It is all good.
I would like to cast Identify on it before we give it to Cal.
Okay.
Yes.
This is here.
It is a level 1. I have it written down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bless you, level 1 identify spell. Bless you.
I
Okay.
got so many spells.
Casting Identify on this orb reveals that it is essentially on a timer, and it will explode. And you would know that it is going to explode within 1 hour.
Again, on top of the explosion that is already, or was the first explosion considered an explosion?
It was not. It was more. essentially went to Cal and it got stuck in his hands, right? Remember like the Pippin scene in Lord of the Rings? And so it burned him, but it didn't explode.
Okay.
And with identify,
Maybe we don't let Cal take it by himself.
so there's a couple important things to say. With identify, that's all you can glean. But even though it's like a newer skill for you to be able to use identify, you would know for sure that normally identify should tell you more about magic when you use it correctly. So you know that it's fire magic. It's going to explode within an hour. You have no idea what like the danger level of this explosion could be, but it's coming within an hour. Good luck.
I don't know that I want to send it with Cal.
I know.
Cal shouldn't have an explosion orb on his own.
With identify, would I know if there's anything we can do to stop it from exploding, or if there's anything we could like put it in for safety?
Yes.
We're gonna have to find like a lead box somewhere.
So dig a hole and put it in.
Make an Arcana check for me.
Wrap it in canvas and then vellum. And
and I'm going to say do this with advantage.
Right, because the first one wasn't great.
Oh,
Right.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Okay. So with a 20, you would know that a special container could be crafted to contain this and prevent it from detonating. You would know that you have to just put it in a container, like a fully enclosed container, and inscribe it with the symbol of the opposite element. But you don't know for sure which element that is. You could probably take some guesses, but what you have right now is definitely a fire orb, and you need its opposite element.
So guys, this thing's gonna explode in less than an hour, so we obviously can't leave it with Cal, who was already left. So that would be too bad anyway. And as far as I'm aware, we need to put it inside of an enclosed box that has the opposite symbol on it.
I would like to cast Detect Magic to see if I can tell exactly what kind of magic it is, so that we can put the opposite symbol on it.
Okay. Can you ping Detect Magic on your character sheet, please?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
I can learn its School of Magic.
Yes, you would definitely know its evocation.
Okay.
But you would also already know that evocation magic in general covers elements, like elemental magic in general. So between you and Whirl, you know this is fire, for sure. Okay. If you make an Arcana check at advantage, I would allow that to help you glean the symbol you need.
All right. That is a 21.
That's a nat 20. That is a nat 20.
It's
And
water.
a 13. Yeah. Great.
It's the symbol for water.
That totally wasn't the one I was going to guess.
Me neither.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Cool. So let's put some water symbols on this jar that we're going to put it in. Do I have a jar?
Do we?
I have a chest. I have a chest.
Do we know what a water symbol
Look at you.
We could just draw it on the chest. Do we have, who knows the water symbol?
Yeah, who knows
At 21, I feel like I know the water symbol.
You don't, actually, and there's a specific reason for it.
Nobody knows the water.
But you have seen something that I can use for you to make a check against, to see if you can at least get it close. So everybody make an intelligence check.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, I'm not smart.
Just a straight intelligence check.
I'm okay. Boop.
Oh, shoot. Wait, where's
Lord.
intelligence?
It's at the top.
Let's
It's on
go.
your
Big
fingers.
green top.
Yeah,
Alright.
I drew-
I'm not doing great here.
man.
Okay.
I'm doing.
Whirl and
I
Gert,
know what it is, but
you-
is does not.
you are going to think back to the funny hand signals that you've seen people making.
I had a
And
feeling about that.
Okay.
in your
So
like
this,
desperation to get this figured out,
This can't
what
be
are the
water.
what are the hand symbols you've seen?
There's one that's like
We've
a,
seen
a
this
thumbs
one.
up hand.
Yeah.
It's like two
And this-
flint hands. Yeah.
Yeah. This one and this one.
Yep.
I mean,
Okay.
this
Those-
doesn't look like water.
I'm pretty sure
You-
that's what we've seen.
So I'm keeping it honest here. Between
Yeah.
what you have and have not seen and what you actually do and do not know, that's all I can give you. Especially with the 12 being your highest. But you have good confidence that one of those represents one of the symbols that you need, or the symbol that you need. At this point, Nareen is like freaking out. She's like, "Shit! I had no idea this thing was gonna explode when I stole it. You said you need a container?
Yes.
Yes.
It was in a box in the cave. They took it out with their
Perfect.
bare hands. I think it's still in there."
Let's go.
Let's go get the
Right.
box.
Take it-
in
yeah,
case
take
it
us to
already
it.
exists.
Okay, so
It probably already has a symbol on it.
Full sprint to the cave.
Helpful Marine.
okay, so it wouldn't be difficult to find it all. There's just like a very small inlet into this cave that the guys came
Right.
out of with the orb, and there is a like a wooden box with latches on it that is clearly just about the right size to contain this thing.
Yeah.
It does not have any symbols inscribed on it.
Does it have any? Is
The part of me wonders
More-
if we can just put all the symbols on it and hope for the best.
Maybe that
Just
might make it worse.
like put both of them on. Put both of them on, and
But,
one of
like-
them's got to work,
I
right?
can't.
What if, like-
there's no way. We can't
But what,
just put
but
all
what
the
if it
symbols-
just makes
yeah.
it worse? Like if we put fire on fire, it's gonna.
What if it makes
I'm
it
scared.
worse? This is like
okay.
the first real danger you guys have had so far. Like you've been in
know.
some fights and stuff, but this is.
Yeah.
I'm
about-
liking the squirming right now.
We're in the danger zone of a
So-
new. We need to.
Okay. So this.
I do need to run to the restroom, but
Okay.
keep talking because I have a
Okay.
feeling you guys are gonna need a minute.
Okay.
So I'll be right
See,
back.
see, the reason that I'm almost considering this as water is like two rivers converging.
The other,
And then this-
feeling I have.
I feel like this, common sense me, feels like this looks like a stone.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
Yeah.
doesn't.
But then this kind of looks like fire.
I know it's like flames curling. I don't know.
So
Unless there's another one that we missed.
let's all look at the eye, because we all remember the one time that we saw that like wackadoo glowing eye.
Oh yeah, we did
Oh
see
yeah,
that.
that
Oh,
freaking
we
thing
had
that I
a
drew down.
picture
Hang
of
on.
this, like,
Yeah.
color for some reason.
Hold
The
on.
eye.
Like I'm not saying that we keep seeing things that are like in groups of 4, and that there are probably a number of elements that like maybe 4.
Just maybe 4 elements. I don't know.
But I kind of am starting to have some feelings. And one of those looks a lot more like water than the other one.
Yeah.
If we look, if we're looking at the sketch that is Drew,
Yes.
that definitely
that's
looks
also-
like it does look like the. Can I
The
not do it
crossed
anymore?
hands
The-
thing.
That one?
That
So
one.
we think
yeah.
that one looks like that one?
Yeah. If you had to make a hand sign, I would feel like
That would be
that
it.
would be, yeah.
feels the most
Yes.
likely.
All right. I feel like that is the thing that we are hoping is the most correct.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, so we're gonna, because again, we have seen the eye,
Right.
Yeah.
You've seen the eye.
so we're gonna draw this.
Let's draw it on the little box. That way I don't have like a random
Yes.
demon box just in my possession.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
do that. Why
I
not?
love
All
it.
right.
I love it.
Do you
Who
want me to
draws
put
the-
you on a? I'll put you on a random page here.
Let's also throw it as far away as possible. Just
But
in
what
case.
if it falls out?
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
it's a lockbox, so it won't fall out.
Okay.
So the box with the
So-
symbol negates the bomb. It's like
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yes.
what. Or should we still take it to
No, because we don't know if it's the right symbol. We are not 100% sure it is the right symbol.
So we just wait an hour and hope it doesn't explode, and then go back and check.
I
Yes.
vote.
That's course.
I vote.
Okay.
We like take it and put it a little further into the cave.
Okay.
Mhm.
We go and have a beer with Nareen
Yeah.
because we're gonna need it,
Because,
Yeah.
and it might be our last. And then after an hour, we go back.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
this is a good plan.
Follow-up question: would Identify have told us the I guess blast radius?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh boy.
It wouldn't have told you.
Can we put it
It's going to
underground
explode.
somewhere?
That's all it tells
Okay.
you. All right, who's drawing it?
Like,
Who?
what am I gonna do with this bomb?
I mean,
I feel
I've
like
got
Gert's
daggers.
is pretty. I was gonna say I feel like Gert's probably a pretty good painter.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do I have to draw it on here? Freehand. Here we go.
Just so I know, I think I know which one. It doesn't have to be like
Yeah.
like you're making a
So-
performance check here. I just want to make sure I'm.
So
If you don't draw it,
we're drawing that
perfectly,
one,
we
right,
explode.
guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we just figured some shit out, gang.
All right. I want this to be immemorialized. Immemorialized. There's a smiley face with it.
Yes.
remember when I was showing you guys Roll20 and you guys did all the doodling around? I saved
Yeah,
that
I
picture.
still do that sometimes. It's in the
You
Discord.
said,
Yep.
said memorialized, and I started like freaking out because I thought I would die.
You're like, shit, who else died?
Oh,
I will
man.
be the only one left.
Awesome. Okay, so you guys are you're gonna basically etch that into the box.
Yes.
I'll just say one of you uses like a tool from your equipment. It does like latch up, and it doesn't really fully lock, but it kind of latches, so it's not just like placing a piece of wood over as a cover. So what are you doing with it now?
Maybe
Did we
instead
want to
of,
take it further?
I'd say as
Yeah.
deep into the cave as we kind of can get in the next 20 minutes, so that we can get out of here.
just in case. It
Yeah,
explodes.
so that we can. Yeah, you only go as far in as you can get back out, kind of thing. Like go deep in and then get the heck out of town or into
Is
town.
there anyone who is particularly fast?
Fast?
I mean,
Are you swift?
Looking directly, it is.
I think I have the same speed as pretty much everyone here,
Okay.
but I know how to run, so that's a thing.
Yes.
I've trained for this all my life.
The runningest of the runners.
Yes. I cross country, man.
That was an accidental animal handling.
Too bad. It was a really good
It
roll.
was really good, and I'm upset now.
Too bad there's not
Accidental
some birds
animal
around that you
handling.
can just identify for us.
I do this the Snow White thing, and birds just land on me.
There you go.
Love it.
Hey, you do the Snow White thing. The birds come and they take the thing further into the cave for us.
Amazing.
Right? Too bad I don't have like mage hand or something.
Is this a European or a French swallow that lands on my hand?
That's good.
Let's see.
So who's taking it?
I know. I'm trying to.
Nareen's gonna pipe
I'm
in too.
happy
You
for
guys
that.
are just gonna leave it in there?
Yup.
Do you have a
Yes.
better
As a
plan,
test.
Nareen?
I mean-
I feel like it's gonna
Solely as a
explode.
test.
Do you have any idea what that thing is worth?
Actually, why don't you take
cares?
them?
Right. How about this? How about Noreen? You hold on to it if you're so not afraid of it for the next hour, and
it's
we
all
will
on
come
you.
back to you and make sure you're okay.
She's gonna totally backpedal and be like, "Shit, no, I want out. I want out. I want nothing to do with this. This thing's gonna explode." You say? No, I'm gone.
We'll come back
but
in
it's
an
worth
hour.
so much. Oh no. Okay.
We'll come back and get it in an hour.
She's
all right?
she's gonna start walking,
Okay.
Cool. Ah.
and
Oh.
her little bodyguards too.
Rock paper scissors for who has to take it in.
How much can I dash?
So dash is
like-
double your speed.
Fucked it up. Let's try it again. Hang on.
I'm not doing it. I'm like, y'all can.
1,
2, 3.
3.
Shit.
Wait, no, that means
tied.
it's me, right?
Oh, did
I had
you
rock.
did rock?
I had rock.
Okay,
so,
yeah. I
yeah,
think
you
so.
lose. Okay.
Okay. So, what does dash mean?
Dash
Like-
means within a single round, it referencing combat specifically. Within a single round, you can move double your speed, but at the sacrifice of doing other things like attacking and actions.
Right.
For this
Cool.
instance, if you're
Yeah.
just trying to run in there and run out,
Yeah.
I think running and dashing is probably the best course of action.
Yeah. Can I like run for 20 minutes in and then run for 20 minutes out?
I'm sorry if I failed to mention. It is a very shallow. It's not even like really a cave. It's
Of
like
course.
it's like 15
You run
feet
20
in.
minutes into
Yeah,
a wall.
like a natural
Okay.
little inlet that they just use as this makeshift hiding spot for this box. Yeah.
Then
Okay,
do we want
are
to
there-
bury it in the cave?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are there
Okay.
rocks? Are there like I've got a shovel?
There's a decent amount of loose rock, and at least the bottom would be dirt enough that you could spend some time to bury it. It would take some time.
Okay.
What if we bury it like a foot and then put rocks on top of it?
That's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe of like 3 feet, just to
That
be safe.
Split it
sounds
into
good.
two?
It's only about 1.5 feet square, the whole thing.
I mean, I feel like it
Mhm.
takes a while to dig a 3-foot hole. If I remember the book Holes correctly, it takes a whole day.
But that was a 5x5.
I mean, if you got a good shovel, yeah. If you got the short one, it didn't take as long. If you were zero and pumping shit out with a tiny shovel, you'd be fine.
This is D&D gold, you guys. I love it.
Awesome. That's a good plan, but what if it's not far enough down and then we just make a shrapnel bomb?
Ooh.
But it's still in the cave.
But I also,
Yeah, it is.
I also personally have faith in this box.
I would also like to have faith in the box.
Follow-up
Maybe.
question. If I would have figured this out, after that hour, if we take it out of the box, what happens? Would I have known that?
Find out.
Okay. Like, does it just like fizzle and be sad, or does it just immediately like, no matter what, if it's removed from this box, it becomes bomb?
That's a really good question.
You would know that it would go back to like detonation pending if you took it
Cool.
out. If you took it back out.
Oh. And so
Oh,
every
so-
time we take it out, we have an hour to
No, it wouldn't
undetonate.
reset
No.
the hour. It would be like, well, depending on how long you waited to take it out. The timer does not reset. I'm gonna say it like
The
that.
timer just pauses.
Okay.
So, on
Maybe.
the bright side, if this box does work, we could have a bomb that we just keep around.
Then I think, let's bury it for an hour, see what happens after that hour, and then if it's still there and we haven't felt a shockwave through the city, then maybe we can keep it on us, and now we have a bomb.
Nice. I like it.
Cool.
Pretty
Um,
good idea.
But
So-
we have to get this back to Triboar, don't we?
Yes, but if it
We
blows up
should.
before that, then we don't.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right.
I'm gonna insert a little chaos into this discussion. You have to take it back to
More
Triboar
chaos?
if you follow the instructions from this voice that you don't even know. Yes,
And
you
we
have to
don't-
take it back to Triboar.
And we don't know who we're supposed to take it to when we get to Triboar. They just said
Yeah.
bring it back to Triboar.
We probably should, but you're
All right.
right. Who do we know to take it back to?
Y'all, I got a shovel and a pot. So somebody grab this pot and start helping me dig.
Fine.
Grabs
to
the
go.
pot.
Let's start. We'll start digging a zero Mostel hole. Not zero Mostel. What is his last name? Is he Yelnats?
He's only
Yelnats,
zero.
yeah. Stanley
Okay.
Yelnats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zero Mostel is a very different person.
Awesome.
Yeah. So let's say we dig for, I don't know, 15 minutes.
Sounds good.
If all of you are doing
Okay.
it, I'm gonna say it's like just a couple minutes, especially because a couple
Great.
of you have tools. You're not digging very deep, and this is not like a full rock cave.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it's almost negligible the amount of time, especially compared to
Right.
the amount of time you spent figuring out what you wanted to do.
Hey man, that's D&D.
That is D&D with a Z.
I always love it when people ask their DMs, how long did you think it was going to take for us to get through the stuff you planned for today? And they say like 10 minutes, but it was a 6-hour session.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Please reference last Curse of Strahd Morningstar episode,
Yep.
where it was an 8-hour episode.
Oh,
Jesus
God.
fuck.
Oh,
Oh god.
Yeah.
Cool. So we bury it. We put a few rocks on top for good measure,
Right.
and then
We book it to the bar.
we book it to the bar.
Yeah.
wait, should we go to the bar or try to find Irene?
I
Noreen?
kind of wanted to yell at her and be like,
Oh,
we're meeting
Noreen.
you at the bar, and then it didn't work out.
Noreen.
But she has an office there, or that's where she was like hanging out. I feel
Yeah,
like
that's
she might be there.
that's kind of that's why I figured we should just go to the bar,
Okay.
roll in, and if it only takes us a couple minutes, then we may not be that far behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, we may like walk in and see her just taking a bunch of shots. that's how I imagine.
You
it.
might.
Just
That's
like,
how we
God
feel
damn.
right now.
So
she's really trying not to feel the explosion.
yeah.
Right.
So yeah, let's head back to the wink and kiss or kiss and wink or
The weekend kiss.
High-fiving.
The
All of you.
esteemed
Vibing.
dancing joint wink and kiss. Oh
Do
man.
we? I mean, cool. So let's all hang out at this wink and kiss for a second. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna go up to the bar and get us a round of whatever the strongest thing is that you have, sir.
All right, it's gonna be.
Or madam, person behind the bar.
So the place is gonna be a little bit disheveled because the scramble that just happened basically came through this area before you guys got outside. If you recall, that you kind of went through here and into a back room to meet Nareen. So people who are still around, there's like maybe 3 of them. They're kind of like shifty-eyed, like they're a little jumpy yet from what just happened, but for whatever reason they're still here. And then there's like I'm gonna say there's 2 bartenders trying to like put things back where they go, pick up a couple of bar stools and chairs that were knocked over in the scramble, and that they'll just be like, yeah, 1 second, kind of dismissive toward you at first, and but then eventually they will. Are you all getting shots, or?
I mean, I'm buying all
Oh,
of the
yeah.
shots.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
I'm buying everyone a strong liquor that is available because I feel like we just possibly defused a bomb.
As
All
long
right.
as it's not fireball, because I'm fire resistant.
Okay, so.
Then why didn't you fucking hold it?
Oh my god.
It's resistant to fire, not immune, so
It would hurt more if I held it. If we about it.
Oh my god.
Oh, wonderful.
It's
Or
funny too
big
because I was like
Darren.
about to ask that, and then like we were like, we're putting it in the box.
Oh jeez. Okay.
Okay, what is it exactly that you said, Whirl, you wanted?
4 shots of whatever the strongest thing you have is.
Okay, so the bartender's gonna give a little chuckle and say, all right, 4 yak nogs coming up.
Yes.
And
yes.
he's gonna pull
We're
out
about to
these,
make
he's gonna pull out these cups that are like definitely larger than you would expect out of like a single shot type of drink, and pour in this like chunky liquid. Think like curdled milk.
Oh, but I was like,
Cool.
I
Yeah.
thought like liquor.
Is this like a dare?
Are we down for this?
You said the
Bonding
strongest
time.
thing I have, and he's saying this like it's already too late, lady. Slides them over, they're like dripping this nasty, chunky cottage cheese like stuff.
Great. We're all
May I
plugging our noses. It's gonna
inspect
be
the
good.
beverage?
What
Yeah,
are you
dude.
trying to glean about it?
Do I like need a
Whether or
spoon?
not it will cause me great GI discomfort later.
Make an intelligence check.
Okay, just a straight up intelligence check.
Yeah.
18.
Okay, so you've heard of this before. You've
Okay.
heard that to some people it's just like absolutely nasty, and to other people, it's like the nectar of the gods, and there's no in between.
It's like
and-
cilantro. It'd be
Cilantro,
there.
yes.
It's
Yeah,
great.
it's
Yeah.
the cilantro of the drinks in this world. Yes.
For the record, cilantro tastes like dirt and soap to me. I can't.
Guys,
Cilantro is good. I don't know what you're
vile.
talking about.
Cilantro is
It does
vile.
taste like dirt soap,
Thank you,
but
Sam,
I
I
don't
love you.
hate it.
Nope.
I'm
That's
like,
okay.
cool. Now my rice tastes like dirt soap.
Yep.
Ruins everything.
Okay, so you know it's not necessarily dangerous, but if you were to do like more than one, then you would probably get sick.
Like,
All right.
He's gonna
doing
actually
this?
pour 2 more and hand one off to the other bartender.
because he
Oh
agrees.
boy.
What do I owe you for this travesty?
You know, I really should charge you a few gold after that little stunt you guys pulled just a minute ago, but if you're gonna relieve us of this stuff, this one's on the house, I guess.
I mean,
You know,
I can check with my posse, but if we still owe you for the shenanigans that just happened in here, I could play a little something and probably make it up to you.
You know what? That sounds great right about now.
Tight.
Sweet.
So I'm going to find first. I need to deal with this situation that I put my posse in. So I'm going to take the drinks back over to our region.
Okay.
Apologize to everyone.
For shits and giggles, everybody make a constitution or dexterity check to see how well you take this drink.
crits and giggles.
Oh, my dex is better. So
Yeah, Dex is better.
Okay.
14. Oh boy.
Oh god.
Wait, a saving?
Oh, that was a
Oh,
Constitution
no.
save.
Oh wait, no.
Hey,
did
I got an
Constitution
18.
I did the wrong one. I did the
I
wrong
have
one.
I have the
15
same modifier.
Better.
Motherfuckers.
Better.
Still 11.
All right, you guys, I'm gonna say you do the collective,
The clinky.
fuck it, cheers kind of thing, because you just finished some bullshit fight. You think you've been taking care of some magical orb of death, so you're just like whatever.
Yep.
And all of you are able to basically put it down with maybe a little drippage, and it's like, ugh. And then Gert, like dry heaves a little bit, but is eventually able to finish it.
What?
Oh my god.
And then one of those
Like-
right after.
Yeah.
Tangy.
It's
It's got a weird bitter tang to it.
It's like, it's sour. Why?
There's a shot you can get that does that. It's I swear they drop lemon juice into Bailey's.
Yep.
And it curdles on the spot, and then you make someone drink it for their birthday.
Ugh.
That's fun.
Oh,
I'll at least do an
Remember
Irish
that
car
one?
bomb. I'll do an Irish car
I was
bomb.
like,
Yeah.
I went to college. Let's do this.
Yeah. But at least that one, like, it doesn't curdle unless you just take too long to drink it, which is
Right.
fine. But
Yeah, no,
curdling
yeah.
stuff, no thank you.
Wow.
The bar I worked for made me do that when
When?
oh.
don't you remember? It was on my birthday when we
don't
went
remember.
there after. Yeah, we went there after the karaoke night, and
Oh,
they were
funny.
like, "Hey Sam, here's your drink."
Oh, I don't remember
Yeah.
if they made you do that for some reason.
Yeah.
Probably because we were already both smashed. Anyway.
Very true.
Awesome. Okay, so
Adulthood.
at your last comment, Whirl,
Uh-huh.
excuse me, the bartender will at least say, well, you buy an ale after that to wash it down, it'll be a silver apiece, and then we'll call it square.
Okay. Does anyone? Do you guys want more booze?
I'll go.
Anything
know.
after that, please.
All right, I will.
Yeah.
I'll buy another round because why not?
Okay.
Of the ale. I want to make.
Specificity.
Switching it up.
Yeah.
Okay,
For 4
so
silver?
4 silver.
Cool. I can do that.
You know, maybe we can buy more and it'll be poison later.
Right.
You would know in game that drinking certain amounts would require some constitution level checking to see a severity level of poisoning of various kinds. So
Cool, curdle
Yes.
poison.
yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. Gross.
I had a question and now I forgot it. Oh well. Carry on.
Okay. Cool. So I guess we'll all sit down and talk about our feelings and wait for like an hour and a half just to be extra safe.
Did you ask if Nareen is around?
Oh, I didn't. Would Nareen by chance be around? Have you heard of her?
You mean the lady that was using that room? Yeah. She ran out with you guys.
Oh, she didn't come back?
No?
Oh, just wondered.
Huh.
All right.
He's just gonna go back to like generically cleaning some dishes and taking care of stuff behind the bar.
You wouldn't mind if I checked that room real quick, would you?
Could you make it quick? We're actually trying to turn that into our next kitchen so we can actually put some business in here.
Sure. We will be quick. And I'll just like shimmy us all, finger movement back there.
Okay.
Nematode shuffle.
There was a desk and a chair in that room.
One desk, one chair. Yes.
I'm gonna start. Are there drawers? Because I want to just start going through things and seeing if we like find anything that will tell us anything else about this orb.
So we're calling it a desk, but it was really just a bare table.
Okay.
There is nothing in this room. There is a bare table, one chair, and then it's like nothing else but the window on the other side that you guys got shot at through.
I'm gonna look out the window and see if I can see Nareen.
Nope. There's nobody there. You can see, you can see like a clear point of view to the like little offshoot path that you would have recognized goes to the cave, but that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
So is it important for us to find her again, or just go back to the orb?
I mean, like, eventually, probably, but for now, I think that orb is top priority.
Yeah.
Because it's either we die and kill the whole city, or it's okay.
or it just doesn't happen. You're
Or
right.
it's okay.
Fingers crossed it does not happen.
Yeah, how are we on time?
I'd say you're at about 45 minutes.
All right.
Well,
Between the
guess we
walking,
should be-
talking, getting drinks.
we should start walking back over there if it's.
Oh, I think
Nope.
we should.
No.
Nope.
No, we're staying
We're
here
gonna
for,
stay
like,
here for a full hour.
I'd say truly hour and a half, just in
Yeah.
case.
Yeah. We're gonna stay here for a bit and wait until the coast is clear.
And we don't mean to shoot down your suggestions there, Karen,
Yes.
but
Sorry,
it's
babe.
either we die far
But
away
no.
or we die close up.
So stupid. Why would you even think about it?
How
Man,
dare
Cal's
you
gonna
even
have such a
speak?
sad time playing D&D by himself in like the next session.
Oh, man.
I feel like this is an acceptable distance to become unconscious from an explosion in which a healer could potentially bring us back to life. But if we go any closer to that box, I
Right.
feel like we would turn into nothing and we
Yeah,
would disintegrate and we would never return.
Yeah.
I
We're
like
go-
this body. I'm going to keep it.
We're downstairs right now, aren't we, DM?
I think so.
There are no levels. There's just this main level, and that's
Okay.
it.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like an inn we could stay at.
Right.
Just like a
It
bar.
is.
Okay.
It is just a bar.
Does anyone need to heal anything? Do we need to take a short rest? I think Cal's the one that took any like hits.
Yeah, who only took any
Cal's
damage.
in a
Hopefully
lot
he,
of pain.
you know,
Yeah.
finds a cool glade on the way back and chills out for a bit.
Maybe
Yeah.
he'll find Lewis. They'll talk for a bit.
I think they would have a good conversation, right?
Probably, yeah. So are we just gonna just take a
Just
nap
drink
and see
inside.
if we
Yeah.
wake up?
Yeah, we're just gonna hang out.
Okay.
Wait for
Alright,
the,
we're
wait for
just
the
gonna
big
wait it
boom,
out.
if there is one.
We're
Yeah.
just gonna take
Wait
a-
and see if there's a big boom, and if there's not, cool, great, awesome.
All right. So I need everybody to make a dex save. No, I'm kidding.
Awesome.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't think you realize. So
Got him.
much fear in my body just a second ago.
Sweating. They're just
I was like,
sweating.
man.
The town is on fire!
Flame on the sides of my face.
That's what having a stroke feels like.
So I'm gonna say first you make it to clearly at least an hour and nothing has happened. Do you want to wait any more? Do you want to do anything right away at the about an hour mark?
15 more minutes, just in case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
Yes.
Do we want to
Let's go back. Let's go get it.
over there? Okay.
Yeah, let's go get it. We're in the
Do we
clear
want
now.
to put our fire resistance first?
Yeah, I'll go first, just in case.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
Okay, so you're just going to get it?
Yeah, we're
yeah,
I
we're
guess
just
so.
gonna go.
Okay.
We're
gonna
gonna
get it.
Yes.
So
Trying to
it's quick enough to uncover it, and when you pick it up, you're able to tell that the orb is still inside, judging by its weight, and nothing has happened.
Perfect.
Cool.
Cool. We have a bomb now, guys.
What have I done?
Don't give pyrotechnics to the
excuse
rogue.
me, D&D group on Facebook. I gave my players a bomb. What do I do?
Wait for shit to get real, because that's what's about to happen.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Just next we look for a bag of holding and just wait until we can just shoot the orb out of the bag.
Yeah, we're gonna
Hey.
meet the BBEG and be like, hey
I-
man,
I do want to say, so I know that it's a pretty common occurrence for, especially when new people get into D&D, they hear about these like legendary things, like a bag of holding's not going to happen in this campaign.
What about a dress with pockets?
Possibly. But the only thing I've said hard no to from the outset is bag of holding.
Okay. There's a thing that exists apparently called a dress with pockets.
Yep.
love
And
it.
as long as someone says I like your dress, you have to say thanks it has pockets. And it is a bag holding with pockets.
I think
That's
that's
extremely
part
accurate.
of one of those miscellaneous source things, but I think it actually is.
It's the funniest thing I've ever heard because
It's amazing. I
accurate.
love it.
I would like one solely because it's a dress that has pockets.
Yeah.
Right. You're gonna have to give us 3 dresses with pockets just because we're all gonna fight over the dress with pockets.
Yeah.
That we obviously get it.
I don't think there's anything preventing any of you from making a dress with pockets.
Hey man.
other than like a significant amount of time and money. I've looked up all the
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know how
It
to
can happen.
sew.
This is a long-term campaign.
That's fair.
Fair.
A lot of possibilities.
After we hit level 20, all the time goes into
Yeah.
making a dress with pockets.
There you
We're gonna
go.
have a dress with pockets
That's
store.
your retirement plan.
I'm calling it now. I'm writing this down. Dress with pocket store.
There you go. So far, miscellaneous things that we've come up with have been dress with pocket store, the donut shop, and
shop.
And scroll with find familiar.
scroll find familiar, and boo boo.
Oh,
Boo
boo boo.
yes, our bear friend that never
Yeah,
existed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
your bear friend boo boo that ran into the woods.
Yeah, that I scared that Ilmith guy about. That was fun. Before I like knew how to deceive people.
And
Now you're
Schmurder and Shame.
Could you enchant the
Oh, Schmurder
pockets of
Shame,
the
yeah.
dress to hold like 200 pounds of stuff? I mean, that's up to the person making it.
Yeah, it's gonna get real, gang.
How deep are these pockets?
Yeah, there you
How deep are these pockets? I was me
goodness.
saying how deep is your love, but it didn't work out like I wanted.
This is 100% the conversation we're having while we're.
While you're walking around with a bomb in a box.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No big deal.
Here's
So-
the other thing about the bomb, though. I'm now convinced that it's not actually like a bomb. It's just like a confetti bomb that just is annoying.
I mean, would you
We're gonna be in the heat of battle. We're gonna throw it, and then all of a sudden
It's
it's
gonna be
gonna
like, ew!
little glitter spam, and then I'll
Yeah,
have to make
yep.
like a dex save for
Yep.
glitter in the face.
It's gonna have a stick that comes out and says bang.
Yeah.
It's a Wile E. Coyote bomb. Got it.
It just
Okay.
it has
Yeah.
zoom. It has
We're-
zoom. Or
we're giving you all gold.
This
all
is
gold
this is
ideas.
gold. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
thinking straight up, just like Flister.
Flister.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
that's his name.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
Okay.
The best.
So, do we want to look for Noreen now that we have a contained bomb, or
Nareen. Nareen.
Sorry. Oh, Nar. Okay. Nareen.
I normally would not be very picky about names, but names are so funky in this campaign, and
Fair.
but somehow as funky as they are, there are a lot that are similar.
Yeah.
To Nareen.
Yeah.
Okay. Nareen.
That's gonna
How did-
destroy my mind.
How did we find her in the first place?
We went into that little basement thing.
We were
No, but like, who did we
Or-
talk to find her?
One of the random people in these stands directed you.
Ah,
Yeah, because we were looking for the hands of Yartar,
right.
and we walked. They told us, "Oh, go to the bar," and so we went to the bar, and they were like,
You want to
"Oh,
do business?
yeah, just go in this back
Right.
room." So, yeah.
Should we keep looking for the hands of Yartar and see if they lead us somewhere else?
I mean, maybe she was the hands of Yartar.
Right. So, I mean, like, somewhere else towards her, I guess was my.
Oh,
My
like
brain
look
was
for
Like just start
look for
asking
more
people about
members.
the hands.
Yeah, other members that either know her or if we say hands of Yartar and she's the only hands.
There are only 2 hands of Yartar.
The 2 hands of Yartar.
I mean, it's not the worst
we-
idea.
Are we still trying to look for our friends too?
The
Didn't-
delegation.
Yeah, didn't y'all have like a scheme that I was not gonna be a part of because I'm not good at that?
Oh yeah, we were gonna ask. We were gonna ask and see if the delegation made it here.
But
Right.
nobody wanted to like say real names because they were scared about it or something.
Right, I just do not remember what that plan was because now we have a bomb. Part of me's like, let's fuck shit up, and the other part of me's like, we have all this stuff to do.
It's all coming together, guys.
Yeah.
We need to contain the chaos. Contain.
know.
Oh
I am
yeah.
chaos.
If you have
Oh my
chaos,
goodness.
just put it in the box.
There you
Yeah,
go.
but then I'd have to open the box, and we already know we probably shouldn't do that.
But we got the symbol.
You
all
open the
good.
box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
I'm thinking of a certain Justin Timberlake song.
It's a bomb in a box, yeah.
3.
I don't know. I'm just, don't tempt me. I know every word to that song.
Oh.
We're having
Okay.
a terrible time.
We probably should.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So sad. One of these.
Ooh.
So we should probably ask around, air quotes, for the delegation, see if they passed by.
Maybe there's like a library or something that might have more like of a scholarly looking clientele that would know what's happening.
Yeah. Also, do we know what this building is? This one right here.
You do not.
Who wants to
That's
flag
got-
down a bartender?
That's got stairs and it looks nice. So that might be a place that people will go. Sure, I can flag down a bartender
Whose names we did not get.
Yeah.
Okay.
every
yep.
time, every dang
Yeah.
time.
I
Hey,
know.
friend.
Mr. Depressed Bartender.
All right, coming in hot.
Yeah.
So he's gonna come up and say another already.
Oh,
No.
we're sipping right now. So I'm seeing a lot of larger buildings sort of on the outskirts of town. Are there any that are maybe shrines of some sort, or maybe a library?
No, this is not that kind of town.
Okay.
Mostly residences and 2 places to stay if you need to. And then
What's
the
the
docks.
big
That's about
building?
it.
What's the big building with the stairs?
That would be the Water Baron's Keep,
Ooh,
as I find.
He sounds
Water Baron.
important.
he does.
Water Baron's Hall, not Keep. Hall.
What? Who's that?
You would ask that question.
Of course I would. I want to know all of the things.
Welcome to Crits and Giggles, where the prep is all fake and the planning doesn't matter. Okay.
Or I guess, different question. What would we find if we went there?
The Water Baron's just the person in charge of town. Kind of like town master, but, you know, for a village.
Perfect.
Cool. Do you know
Any
if he-
other? No, you go.
Do you know if he, like, how close of an eye he keeps on the town?
Well, given the activities that you're witnessing in broad daylight, I would say not doing a very good job.
Yeah, I suppose that would be a dead giveaway.
No, everybody around here knows that there's all sorts of thief and nefarious activity. Everybody just kind of keeps to their own and make sure that they can take care of their own stuff.
What kinds of thievery and activity has been happening recently? Anything out of the ordinary or extra?
Well, other than this crazy orb thing that I don't want to know more about, pretty much just petty theft business.
Child's play.
Nice. Sorry about that. Her mouth is still full of the yog.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry. It's just so good.
So much
Got
yawn.
these
Someone was gonna like it.
bar peanuts are great. Oh man.
I suppose we just pay the Water Baron a visit. See what happens.
I'm for it.
Sounds
Cool.
like a good idea.
To the Water Baron's
We do that.
hall. I was gonna say keep, not hall. Not keep, hall.
Hold, please. Oh, okay. You're going to the Water Barons?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes. We are under arrest.
Immediately.
Not making this up. The doors are locked.
Okay.
Let's knock? Question mark. Let's knock.
Yeah. Let's knock.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not
Alright.
saying I want to break in, but I don't not want to break in.
I
You
mean,
you are like midday in the middle of a town that somebody
Right.
just openly admitted with like no reservation that there's all sorts of thievery and nefarious stuff going on.
I mean,
So it wouldn't be weird that someone was breaking into the Water Baron's hall.
True.
I mean, do
No.
we want to break in, or do we want to just like wander the rest of our
Let-
tents and see if we
let-
find any people that know stuff?
let's maybe not break in. Like, have as little collateral as possible.
Yeah, sure.
Are
Let's
there,
let's meander around more tents and see if we can again see if we can find Nareen and her crew. See if we can get any more information on this orb that they found. So that we're not just like blindly holding onto a bomb. That'd be great.
Probably a good idea to know what crazy weapon we're friggin' carrying.
well,
Right.
also, Nareen didn't know that it was going to explode until
True.
We told her.
older, yeah.
That's true. But
Yeah, it
she
would be
must know
clear to you
something
guys
about
right
it.
now that she really didn't know much about what she was getting into.
Ah,
She's probably just like selling stuff for profit, knowing that it's bad, or knowing that
Right.
it's like
This is probably in a like locked case, and she just stole it because it was probably valuable.
right.
Okay. Um,
I do.
Are you-
I do think. I do think that wandering around the tents and asking around for the delegation would be a idea that could get us somewhere rather than just wandering around aimlessly.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Okay. So you're asking around just kind of openly in general about this delegation?
Yeah.
Just kind of like, hey, have you seen any like large groups of people coming in recently? This looks like people kind of come here on their own. Just
Okay,
kind of that.
Make how about any of you who would want to be doing any sort of talking, make a charisma check.
Straight charisma?
Straight charisma check.
Awesome. 17.
14.
Okay.
I'm not, because I don't have good charisma.
Stick to your strengths, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so one or two people will respond to you, and they'll be kind of like shifty-eyed at you. You're getting the general vibe from everyone around this town of like mistrust, or at least like being extremely careful with people they don't recognize. But at least one or two people would say nobody's come through here, but there is word of a large group of people getting attacked west toward Triboar.
So after we've all grouped back up, so bad news is they didn't make it to Yartar, it sounds like.
Mhm.
So unless we have anything else that we need to do, I'd say that the best possible option would be to investigate that cliffside we saw when we were coming back here.
The cliffside where we had the fight with the bomb, or like on our way
Where-
back towards
Back
Triboar?
towards Red Larch, where we found those two bodies.
I mean, we might as well go back that way since we have to hit through Triboar anyway and decide if we want to give them the bomb.
Decide, yeah. Harper's guys, how do you feel about giving the? I mean, you were the ones who got the message. What do you feel like is the best for us right now?
Like a pretty important message and a pretty important kind of duty to fulfill with the Harpers, but it's a bomb, man. It's gonna be
Also-
extremely useful. Maybe we can convince them to let us hold on to it until they really need it. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
I mean, there's also a Harper back in Red Larch, and then if we bring it to him, we're kind of bringing it back to the Harpers.
I feel like we should maybe do at least something in Triboar since we're like out here. I'm not saying we want to spend a lot of time, but we did have like a wacky like flash of everybody leaving, and I feel like there's probably something that needs to be investigated there, despite the fact that we were all afraid of it when it happened.
Yeah, and God tried to tell me to leave, so.
Okay.
I don't think the Triboar
no.
is the best place to stay. I mean, we should definitely go back and see if we could find anything quickly, but
Right.
I doubt that staying would be a wise idea.
Gert?
Yeah, agreed. I
Yeah.
think we should go poke around a little bit, but probably not stay. Yeah. So how long does it take to get from Yartar to Triboar?
Isn't it like 2-ish days, day and a half?
It was about 2 days. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe we do our best to get into Triboar like early morning so that we can have a full day there before we dip. Yep, that's
Yeah, I think that's. I
That's
agree
good.
with that.
great.
Okay.
And that means I can take a long rest
Yeah.
so that I can get all my spell slots back.
Right? Gotta erase some shit.
Now I have
Yep.
more than 2.
Okay, so did I catch correctly? You're leaving now, and you're gonna rest on the way there, or are you resting here before leaving?
We were gonna leave now and then rest in the best possible way to get there, like to get into town very early morning.
Gotcha. Okay, so if you go until nightfall, you should be on the big map now. Going until nightfall is going to get you to about here, like a third of the way plus, back toward Triboar.
Great.
So yeah, let's long rest there.
Okay. I need a new beer and a quick restroom run. Do we want to take
So do
like a quick, like 2-minute break, not full intermission type thing?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Sure.
Okay.
All good.
BRB.
Woo!
All right. I'm so glad I have computers for this. Like, I cannot
Yeah.
imagine DMing 20 years ago.
Right? Jesus.
Like, everything sprawled out on paper and memory. Nope, not happening
Just
here.
like flipping through like the one book that, or they count with all the other editions.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Oh. One more second, guys. Sorry.
All good.
I mean, they told us that you haven't had a that. Yeah.
Sorry. Joe's on potty duty tonight because well, Miss Carla's on some antibiotics and some steroids that are making her have to pee a whole lot.
Oh.
And it's crazy because sometimes she'll go for like 4 hours and like be fine, and then sometimes it's like every hour she's like
Aw.
waiting at the door, going, "Hey guys, it's time." So
Aw.
yeah,
Thing.
I know. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready for her to not be a sick puppy anymore.
I know.
But she's so sweet. This is she's the
It's a
sweetest
big
thing.
love bug.
She is.
Yeah.
She is. So one of these days she'll be a healthy love bug and it'll be
Yeah.
great.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
So we are at resting overnight. You're basically setting up camp. Does anybody want to do? Last time you did on the road camping, you did watches. Is that something you want to do again?
I mean, we're just coming out of a town that's heavy with crime, going to a town where we didn't feel safe. I feel like
Okay.
it's probably wise.
Yeah.
Okay. So who would like to take? We'll say, reasonably, it takes 2 watches in order for everybody to get a full long rest.
Sure. I will take second watch.
I'll do first.
Okay, I could do first if you really want, but that's up to you.
Yeah,
I mean-
I'll do. How about we all take watches this time together
Yeah.
so that he's not here.
Yeah. What I was gonna say
yeah.
is if we do like 2 of us take watches this time, I'm sure we will have another have to do watches before we hit Triboar, and the other 2 could do them the next
Sure.
time.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I believe that if one of us is holding Gert's pot and like a stick, we can wake the rest of us up pretty quick.
Kurt's
I like it. I like it. I got a pot.
Tight.
You have a pot. Yes.
I have a really big metal stick too.
Oh, I also have a big middle stick.
Perfect.
Great.
Okay.
This is a fail-proof alarm system, guys.
Yeah. So, Taryn, you take first. I'll take second.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. So first watch perception checks, please.
Woo! Where's my perception? Right there. Boop. 19.
And is that wait. There it is. Who else was first watch?
We're just doing one person
It wa-
each.
Yeah, it was just me.
Oh,
first
got it.
one,
Okay.
and World's next.
So Taryn, you're able to nothing really eventful happens. You are during your time able to see way, way, way off to the south. What you can clearly glean is a pretty severe storm. But that's about it. Is there anything that you would be contemplating, trying to do, discuss with your partner in watch, anything along those lines?
I think at this point, Taryn's just trying to figure out what happened in Triboar. Just kind of putting together puzzle pieces in his mind that he's not even sure are really there. He's
Okay.
just kind of like throwing mud at a wall, just trying to see if anything sticks.
Okay. Describe what events specifically you're thinking about, because there are several things that happened and that you saw.
So first he's thinking about how, the vision of everybody walking out of the tavern, and then he's thinking about the voice in his head that said, the life of a cleric comes with many hard choices, I believe, or something along those lines.
Mhm.
And he's just trying to figure out like who, if it really was a deity that said that to him, or if it was somebody, like if he's thinking of anybody who could want to, like say, like manipulate him into having that thought, or just
Okay. I am having a hard time remembering who is your deity again.
his actual name is Lathander. But I was at the church of the What was the Temple of the just the Temple of the Flame? I think is what I called it.
Yeah, that was it.
If I could find it, just to make sure. But yeah, Temple of the Flame, deity of Lathander.
Okay, make a religion check at advantage.
Religion check at advantage. Coolio. Boop.
Nice.
16.
Okay,
Well,
yeah. So given that you are young in your studies and devotion, essentially, you're new still in piecing together interactions with deities, that sort of thing. But you would be able to understand that even just your intentional, I'm going to call it meditating in this case, is a common form of what most people would call prayer. Where you're even if you're not intending to speak directly with your deity or the deity that you follow, even just having like this sort of intentional meditation can, based on stories that you've heard from your superiors and mentors, can establish a stronger connection. And you would, after some contemplation time, feel pretty confident that the voice you heard that said that about difficult choices, life of a cleric, would have been a deity, if not yours at least.
awesome. Okay.
Who was also on first watch?
It
We were
was
just doing one
me.
person each.
Yeah.
Oh,
just
one
me
person
first
on watch. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Misunderstood you.
And then Whirl on
You're
second.
gonna be.
Okay. So other than that, Taryn, your watch passes without any events or incidents. Whirl, I'm going to have you make a perception check for your watch, unless you want to have any sort of discussion with Taryn before swapping shifts.
Anything important I should know about?
There was a storm down by the south, like very much clear down by the horizon. So I guess just a watch over in that area.
It would still be going right now, so
Ew.
Taryn pointing it out specifically, Whirl, you would be able to see it.
Cool.
Like way off, like he said, on the horizon. Yeah.
Cool. All right, I will keep an eye out and make sure it doesn't, do anything weird.
Stay safe. Don't
Thanks.
die. Good night.
Got my pan and stick.
What a handoff.
Pan and stick. I guess I have a drum. I don't know why I need a pan.
Drums is better than
perception check,
one.
right?
The
Perception
brazen.
check, yes.
I mean, I could also play a quiet instrument and just lull you guys out of sleep when doom impends, but I'm probably going to use the drum. Perception.
Just plays any Papa Haydn song ever.
Yep. Okay, and then same question. I guess since it's just you couldn't be talking with anybody, but is there anything in particular that you would be contemplating, planning?
I mean, contemplating everything. I think the biggest thing in my brain recently was that after Gert pointed out that everyone saying the same thing over and over seemed like a light version of what they had seen previously, and remembering that Nyavera said Red Larch is only in its beginning, I'm like worried about what's coming for Red Larch, and also like, oh cool, she's alive, now what? It's like my two big things.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with your watch, you would see one or two carts with single occupants go by.
Mm-hmm.
You would know that around this country, this world, whatever we want to call it, it's not entirely uncommon for travelers to sometimes do overnight traveling rather than daytime traveling for various reasons. So you see one or two people pass, and they sort of give you like a light, polite nod, which to you would signal nothing really out of place happening, and that's about it.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, it is next day.
That ambient howl and the music genuinely scared me.
Oh,
I'm not
Bugsy.
clicking the wolf button, I swear.
It was like, oh, encounter time.
Okay,
And
so
what-
you guys are
yeah.
off. I did remember that you have 2 horses and a cart. So I'm gonna say, unless there are any specific conversations, topics, thoughts, mind melding, sharing that we want to do on the way, because you're traveling for most of the day to get to Triboar. But full disclosure, I'm not doing a random encounter here, so.
Cool.
So wait, when are we getting to Triboar?
Early evening.
Okay,
Early
so I think our idea was to stay the night just outside of the town again for a
Because
second
we're
night,
afraid of the town.
We're afraid of
Ah.
staying in the
so that we can go into the town very early morning the next day, and then like spend the day there.
the entire day just investigating.
Are you gonna do that to me? Okay. All right.
Important events tonight? No, there aren't, because we're not in town.
Doesn't exist.
The world just renders as we
Maybe.
walk on it.
Okay, I'm gonna need all of you to make a perception check.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Oh boy. I got a 20.
Nice.
Poiseps,
14.
Poisepson.
Oh,
Seven.
One.
we got a nat
there.
20.
Oh, dang.
Blah, 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 blah.
Ooh, dang. You gotta decide what side of the couch you want to be on. Sorry.
I turned my Zoom window back on and I thought you were picking up the dog.
No,
Whoop.
no, this little baby's almost 60 pounds, so she's hard to get into the bathtub.
No.
Okay, so Isengert, you would notably notice that the storm referenced last night doesn't seem to have moved. Very, very far off in the distance to your southeast now. But you would know that weather moves, and that seems to have been pretty static through the entire day. Okay, if you're doing another overnight before going into Triboar, I've got nothing new for you. I will try to get a little bit more creative with overnights and that sort of thing. But like I said, I don't like the idea of doing random encounters for the sake of doing random encounters. I want them to be meaningful if they do happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry if that's a little boring right now, but that's where I'm at the moment.
That's okay.
Fine.
Oh, good.
So
I feel like we have so much information right now that I don't need 2 random guys to be like, I really like the color green, because then we're going to be thinking about it for 4 days.
Exactly. It's also, if we have a bear attack, we're gonna instantly think it's Boo Boo.
It's so
True.
true.
Yeah,
We're going to
true.
be thinking through it.
It's so true.
well,
Even
maybe
though
if you
we're-
misbehave, I'll do that to you just to throw in some confusion. But that's about it.
Nice.
Jeez.
Punishment, fake lore.
Yep. Okay, so you are going into Triboar. Could you be as descriptive as possible, please? Because I don't like it when DMs show all their cards, but I've got no cards. we're winging it with this one.
Nice.
So what do we want to do?
I think we're just kind of casually riding into town.
Okay. So as a reminder, we did say last time this town is the smaller town. There's fields around the outer edges on all sides. You have the one main the long road, the one main road going north south, and then the road you're on is well traveled on the side you're coming from. On the other side, not so much, but there is clearly a road going west. And then this a smaller town, kind of generally bustling with laborious activity.
Do we want to look for what's her name?
I was looking
Duran-
for her name.
Duran-
Nareen,
Yeah.
Darathra.
Sure.
Maybe like see something. Oh.
Do you think have you guys decided if you wanted to turn this into the Harpers?
Let's wait.
I am 100% leaving that to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
same
Okay.
here. It's your guys' organization.
Because I'm truly 50-50. Like, I want to do the good thing, but also it's a bomb.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, right? Like, you're leaving this in the hand of two chaotic neutral characters.
I know.
This is...
I'm chaotic good, but yes.
Oh, okay. Wait, am I good? What am I? I'm chaotic good. All right, we're
Yay!
good.
Iz
I
has
forgot.
an existential crisis in the middle of a conversation.
What am I? We're good. Yeah, I mean, I see the benefit of holding onto it, but also at the same time, it's kind of the Harpers telling us what to do here. I feel slightly obliged to help them out. Only
Can't take this off of the warning.
a little bit. I don't know. What do you think, Whirl?
Exactly the same thing.
Cool.
I feel like maybe we just nose around Triboar a little bit, maybe get a feel for the place other than what happened last time, and see if we get the same, like, kind of iffy feel that we got in Red Larch, and then maybe see how much we trust if we're giving it to a Harper, if we want to look for a Harper. And we should probably talk to the constable woman, the Lord Protector, if nothing else, and see if they learned anything else about the delegation.
Okay.
And then we just won't talk about the orb until we decide to talk about the orb.
Cool.
Who's
Yeah.
got the orb?
That's a good
Like-
question.
Fire resistant person, probably.
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
Don't we have horses
that's
in
my
a cart?
Yeah. Where's the?
Oh yeah,
Are
where
we
did we
still-
put the?
Did-
Were you
Did
asking me
give
that?
those to-
Stream go.
Yeah. Did we give those to Cal so that he could get home faster? No.
It
No,
seems
we're
the
still
four of us
You
had
you
them.
asking about the horses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He walked. He would have been
Okay.
walking. Yeah.
Or
Just
walking
left.
very fast because we did not see him.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? No, I gotta retcon that a little bit.
Did we give him a horse?
He
Yeah,
went
can we-
into Yartar as if he knew somebody in Yartar, and as far as you know, he walked.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And
But
don't
he-
worry, you're not missing anything by having passed by that.
Cool.
It's
Okay.
just a fill-in that I literally just made up.
Okay.
That's good.
That's
Improv.
canon now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Cool.
like the box is in the wagon, right? Like,
Yes.
no one
Okay.
person is holding on to it.
But it's also might not be the best idea to leave a box with a bomb in it
No.
in a wagon in a
In an
town that we don't
unattended
100%.
wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone have a backpack they can put it in so it's at least on us?
I mean, how big is this box with this orb? Like, is it an orb that you can carry in one hand and a tiny?
Yeah,
thing
so the
containing
orb
it?
itself was like, we said it was like somewhere between a softball and a small bowling ball.
Right.
Okay.
In the box, it's about 1.5 feet cube.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
big.
Right. Yeah.
Don't really
Yeah.
have a bag to contain that.
I mean, I have a backpack, but I don't know. Well, the backpack itself is 5 pounds. I don't know how much I can hold inside of it.
If only we had something with a lot of pockets.
Dang it.
Dang it.
Right.
We'll find something.
The dress
somewhere.
of holding.
The dress of holding.
No, yeah, nothing that you guys have right now would,
Oh, man.
like, you would straight up have to carry it.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my rope and I'm gonna tie it sort of how like old timey kids used to tie their books together.
Nice. Okay.
Literally just thinking
yeah.
this. Hell yes.
Great minds,
my
guys.
God.
Great minds.
And yeah, so I'm gonna tie that together and I will give it to Taryn to hold.
Backpack it, kind of.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm not gonna make you roll a check for that. I that's creative. I like it.
Cool.
All right.
So then we want to go find Dorothea?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. After a little bit of searching, I'm not gonna make you roll for this either because I'm making it up based off of the little information I do have. So after a little bit of searching, you are able to find a sort of central cottage-like structure, like not clearly not a house, but not like this is a small town. So
It's like a shack kind of thing.
yeah, like a little bit nicer and more central than just like a little shack house would be. And you would notice something you did not see your first time through here. You would see a series of mounted and armed men sort of around the perimeter of it.
Excuse me, is Dorothea around? Just kind of, not quite shouting, but speaking loudly towards the men.
Okay, the one closest to you would respond, "Yes, sir, she's inside."
Are we allowed to enter?
Is there any reason you shouldn't be?
Well, we've only just come into town this morning, and we're not sure if we would be or not.
Do you have business
knows
with
us.
Dorothea? Oh,
Yes.
You're saying that? Okay.
She knows us. We met her. Tell her the constable sent us.
Oh, the constable. Yes.
Yeah.
Please. And
One constable.
they're not going to move, but the one that was speaking to you is going to kind of like, oh, okay, and motion for you to just head right inside.
Okay.
Small knock on the door.
It's actually already like halfway ajar.
Oh, okay. Excuse me, Dorothea?
Yes, please tell me you have some good news around here. She's talking to you as she's like facing away. Looks like she's kind of shuffling with a pile of papers, not unlike what the constable does when he's in his office in Red Larch.
It kind of depends. We're trying to figure out what's going around in this town. We're not quite sure how to feel about it yet. My companions and I had a rather odd experience the last time we were here, and want to make sure it's safe.
At the word safe, she's going to basically like dart around and say, what would make you feel unsafe?
Just kind of turning around to everybody else. Is it okay if we tell her what happened, or?
Fine by me.
I have nothing to
Hi,
hide.
Carla.
She's cool with the constable.
I see. I keep seeing a nose like poking.
Yep. Yep.
Oh.
Hey, baby.
Uh,
Okay, sorry. So yeah, go ahead. She's cool with the constable, so we're good.
So, the last time we were here, Iz and I saw the group of us all walking out of a tavern, the tavern that we were staying in. We followed ourselves after we exited, saw nobody around, and then Worrell later informed us that nobody had left.
You saw yourselves leaving.
It sounds
It was
quite
super weird.
strange.
Yeah. The fact that we both saw it was a little suspicious.
And then God started talking to me. I have deciphered that it was a God. Told me that my life will have many important choices along its path.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be straight with you. That religious stuff, not my forte. But
Shock.
You know what? I'm gonna tack this little story up to your travel fatigue. I don't know what you guys are eating. I don't want to know what you guys are bringing. But you better not let it spread around my town. So, I don't know.
Cool to assume, friend. That's really kind of you.
Well,
but-
I have to keep things safe, and as you guys didn't cause any trouble while you were here, so I'm giving you benefit of the doubt. I can at least say that the only thing nefarious, to my knowledge, which is very good, by the way, that's going on around this town, is that little skirmish that happened out southwest of here where we first met.
Do I believe her?
Insight check.
Okay.
Also,
Please, 11.
Mr. Rothra, we have these donut holes and donuts. They are quite delicious. You must try them.
Delicacy from Yartar. You gotta get it on it.
Okay, so with the donut offer is reroll that for advantage.
Yeah!
Come on. No! I too was distracted by the donut holes.
She's a little rough around the edges in general, which you're not unfamiliar with. You are having a hard time determining like what her deal is.
Right.
But even with an 11, you would be able to glean probably not lying to you, just kind of rough around the edges and really a straight to the point kind of person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carla, the mountain climber.
See, she'll kind of perk up a little bit at the donut offer and say, "Man, I'm famished. I haven't eaten all day." And then she'll recall your that when you encountered her at that skirmish, and she'll say, "I found out a little bit more about what was going on there. I finally cracked the whip the right way with my informants." Have you heard of cult activity around this area?
Yes, actually. Further south, not quite this far up north, but yes, around here.
Do you know the nature of it?
It's not good. It's as much as we know.
Well, my group and my informants have come together to at least glean that this little activity that happened outside my town may have involved at least 2 cults. And
At
I
least
think
2.
and I think a group of people who are unfortunately caught in the mix. So, have you seen these symbols? And she's going to show you a piece of paper that has...
I'm like stoked on
I'm not the only giggly one now. Let me make sure I'm finding the right ones.
I hope you're ready for me to make
come on.
probably an ungodly noise.
This Godzilla MP3 plays in the background.
It's probably more like, "Ho!" That's kind of how I react to things.
Thundercats!
I sound like Michael Jackson in that one video. Like just every time I like have a feeling, like full noises.
She'll show you a
Ah,
piece of
see, I
paper
knew
with
it.
that,
There you go.
as well as this one.
Ooh, it's a new one.
Oh, it's a new one. It's new.
Oh.
Cult of the
I'm
Hell.
very nonchalantly. I'm gonna be like, I feel like we've seen it in some places.
She
3
shows
of them.
Ooh.
There are 3.
What? She showed us 3 of them.
I only see 2.
And it's only
Oh, you're gonna get the 3rd one.
it's only the picture, not the title, right?
Ah, jeez, I forgot about that. Yes.
It's okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Just look at the symbols. Don't look at anything else.
Actually,
Erase it from
no.
your mind.
You know what? You'll find out in a minute. Yes.
Ooh, okay.
You get the titles with them. She's going to say, "I'm with the Harpers Association,"
Shit.
and
I actually react like this too. Like,
yeah!
Yeah, but
do you have
I
like a
have to make it.
tattoo that we can show off, or like a cool like calling coin thing?
If you want to come up with it right now.
Fuck yeah, it's gonna be one of those challenge coins. I'll just slip it out of my pocket and it's got whatever the Harper symbol looks like.
It's a harp.
It's a Chuck E. Cheese token.
Spoiler alert, it's a harp.
It's a Chuck E.
Wow.
Cheese token. No.
It's a mouse on one side and a harp on the other.
Nice.
Perfect. Love
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
We all have one.
So
Yeah.
she's going to say, oh,
Harper.
well, any chance you got my message going toward Yartar then?
Oh, that was your message.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, we got it.
The orb?
I mean, both the message and the orb, yes.
Yeah,
Is it on you now?
swings the box around, kind of like cuts the top off.
Mhm.
As
And
soon
just,
as
like,
you touch it, she
hands-
slams her hand on top and says, I don't know how you took care of that, but please leave it in there.
Oh,
That was our
I was
intention.
just undoing the fastener for you.
Okay. My oh man, brain fart, hardcore brain fart. What do we call the people? Not escorts.
Her helpers? Delegation?
Shit.
We've already used that word.
Her
I think it's
entourage?
on here.
Entourage.
I like the word entourage.
I like the word
That's
posse.
a cool one. Posse's dope. I dig
Because
it.
entourage sounds douchey, and also I
Oh.
have to, the phrase, I don't want to be part of your entourage.
Veterans. So my veterans out there
There we go.
were caught in that skirmish while they were trying to drive out the people who touted this symbol. God damn it. So much flipping back and forth.
I love it. Feed me that
So
information
wonderful.
directly into the veins. Oh, okay.
Give me the
There were 4 of them in all, and so much as we can surmise, they were all magically gifted. More so than I care to admit.
Wild.
They were able to drive 3 of them away, kill the 4th, and take this orb. But that evening, shortly after that little skirmish, is when a group of people came on the long road south and were met with, I think, just being in the wrong place at the wrong time between 2 other groups of people.
Was
Oof.
that fight the aftermath that we saw when we first met you on the long road?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Was anything
I-
recovered from that fight?
What do you mean?
We are under the impression that there is a big group of people that was going to come down the long road through Triboar towards Red Larch. And we know, we're under the impression there are certain items may be involved, but it was a big group of people. So we were just wondering if anything was left over at all of the skirmish.
From what
Like
my
a-
men tell me, many people were killed from all fronts, but several were captured. And the battlefield that you saw and the shallow graves accompanying them are all that were left.
Interesting.
But they tell me that people who were captured were taken away on flying mounts to the south.
Flying mouse.
Flying mounts.
Great.
Yes, griffins, that sort of
Flying.
thing.
Oh,
I can
wonderful.
levitate. Like, magic is real, guys.
It's
I mean,
so hard
I'm-
for me to
there's-
grasp the concept. I see it every day, and yet I can like throw daggers and be all shifty and shit, but I cannot, for the life of me, do cool magic stuff. Y'all are just,
I mean,
hui.
the magic is fine, but imagining a lion with wings is quite terrifying.
What's a lion? Do you know where south they were headed? Like, we ran through a village on our way up from Red Larch called Westridge. Do you think they're headed there, or do you think they're going farther south?
Well, since you have come and gone, you recall the young ones who didn't quite have enough information for me the other day. They seem to have redeemed themselves a little bit, and tell of other informants east of Red Larch and a little bit south, who talk about a spire in the hills. It seems to be a stronghold that consistently griffins with people mounting have come in and out of. They make reference to a location called Feathergale Spire.
Fire.
I don't know anything more about it, but I have good faith to assume that these people who were captured may have been taken there.
And we're thinking they were taken there instead of Summit Hall.
I don't know anything about Summit Hall.
Okay.
Let me, Gert, you're referencing Summit Hall because of that. Yep, I stand by what I just said.
Okay. Huh. Well. I got
Also,
nothing.
just general geography question. What big towns are north of here? Maybe along the same road.
I actually don't know.
Because I have a feeling, and I want you to say out loud that I might be right
Okay.
before I share the
One
information that I remember it.
What?
I have a thing. I was like rewriting all of my inventory, and I was like, "Fuck, I have this thing," and then I want information about it.
Oh, that text is tiny. Let's try a different one. Oh, come on. I don't want a Pinterest thing. I just want a damn map.
There are some good maps on Pinterest, though.
Yeah, there
Pinterest
are.
Pinterest has some good shit.
Yeah, I started using Pinterest for my character art.
Right? That's
Nice.
where I found my Whirl photo, and I love her with an unholy passion of 1,000 suns.
It's
very good.
I love it so much.
It's so good.
Oh, I forgot to change my picture. You guys now see my Furbolg from my other campaign. that I
Cool.
made.
Okay, here we go. I think this is promising.
I love
Also, I figured out my
Revolt
backup
so
wrestler
much.
character for when we were gonna break, and I can tell you guys about her. 'Cause she,
Wrestler character?
yes.
North of here, okay, very broadly speaking, northeast would be Silvery Moon and the Evermoors, which is like a marshy area.
Mhm.
I know that place.
Going counterclockwise to like straighter north would be Settlestone, Mithril Hall, Menzabranzan.
These names,
Going-
man.
Farther, truer north, you would get to Spine of the World and Mirabar.
Tight.
Spine of the World, is that a mountain range?
Yes,
Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you.
Sounded very
this
mountainous.
is a really good map.
Nice.
I have to run to the bathroom real quick. I'm
Cool.
sorry, I have the bladder of a child.
Nah, you get
Welcome to the
right.
club.
Yep.
Hooray.
I'm also
Be
gonna
right
be right back, but I have an idea, gang. Later, when we have some secret time to talk, like friends and shit.
The secret talking time. Yo.
Sam, please help me remember. What is our dear friend Whirl's actual name in real life?
Andrea.
Andrea, God damn it, I knew
Yes. What do you want?
it. Thank you.
Come here.
Oh,
What's going on?
I hate how Zoom changes my name back to my full name
Yeah.
every time.
Yeah.
I had to go into the settings to change that. Otherwise, it
stop it.
thinks that it's creating like a new session. Well, obviously creating a new session, but from like a different user every
baby.
time. So it defaults to whatever is in your settings.
Oh. So
Had to
my
change it
so my
there.
Zoom account name is going to be Taryn Heron. Committing fraud on Zoom.
So I should ask, I didn't think to ask, do you guys want to have like a full intermission, like 10, 15 minutes at some point? I had assumed to not do it because we started an hour late in the first place, but if you guys want a legit break, we can do a legit break.
I'm cool with that eventually. I've been at this computer for 12 hours today, so being able to like go lay on the ground for a minute would be cool.
Okay.
That's how I feel every day. I just want to lay on the ground.
Okay, so let's say at the point that you finish this conversation with Darathra, we'll take like an actual break.
Okay.
Okay.
Woo.
I see a Carla ear.
Yeah, no, she's all over the place tonight. So I don't know what she wants anymore. She's up. Hey, no, don't eat that. What are you doing? I'm so sorry, guys.
It's okay. No, I'm living for this.
Yeah.
I miss having a dog.
Eventually, this is gonna be a thing where Gert like has a mental dog. Like she just has a little imaginary dog running around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the time. Oh goodness.
Okay. So Darathra mentions Feathergale Spire.
Mhm.
And a sort of connection with these people flying on animals.
Is that anywhere on the map that we can see those things?
South of Red Larch?
She would not be able to point it out on a map, but she did say along the Cairn Road, but farther east.
Okay.
Okay.
East of Carrie.
I bet if we get back to Red Larch, someone there will have a vague idea where it is.
Probably.
Most likely. Probably the constable. If nobody else.
Right.
Any
Or
other
any of our
happenings in?
contacts. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that, even if the constable doesn't know, we do have other contacts in town that we
Right.
all equally trust. So there's that. Anyway, go ahead, Whirl.
Diarathra, any other happenings maybe in or around town that we should know about?
No, this has been it, and it's been pissing me off because this kind of stuff doesn't happen around here on my watch. So it better be it.
I want to see if I can I want to see what's on any of her papers and see if maybe I recognize anything that looks not good.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for. I just want to look over her stuff.
Are you trying to be sneaky about it, or are you asking her?
No, I think I just want to be sneaky about it.
Okay. Make an investigation check at disadvantage.
Ooh. Oh no, that's the wrong button.
I rolled a wrong.
So you can see that her stack of papers is really, really small.
Cool.
That's about it.
Darathra, about how big would the blast radius of that orb be if it were to have gone off?
I don't really know much about that. I just know that it was stolen from my men and I wanted it back.
Would there be a possibility of us being able to borrow it in case of an emergency?
Is it dangerous?
The orb or the situation?
Yes.
Well,
And the answer
yes.
is still yes.
still, yes, it's still dangerous.
Then get it out of my sight as far as I'm concerned. I just didn't want those thieves to have it.
Perfect.
Awesome. Trying to hide a smile because we have a bomb, guys.
I like how we gave away the bomb, and I was like, but we didn't. What if we wanted it, and then we got it back?
And then we still got the bomb.
I know.
Well, we'll be happy to say that it'll be out of the town in no time.
Thank you kindly.
Anything else we need to talk about, guys?
There wouldn't have happened to have been a reward for finding this bomb, would there? Maybe. And it was gonna be real, charming, I guess.
Before she responds to that, I will say you would know that, being part of the Harpers Association, that each task is not. It's not like an individual contract tit for tat. It's more like a collective for the greater good sort of thing.
The greater good.
So no, she would definitely. You would know before asking.
Cool. Then never mind.
Okay.
Darathra, have you heard anything of a group called the Believers?
Hold, please.
Guys, we could make our cover a circus and have World's face be the poster with tiny little heads of us
Yes.
around
I'm just
her.
like,
That's cool.
don't threaten me with a good time because I'm fine with that.
The RT Boy Circus.
There you go.
But the S from RT Boys is instead of a C, that's where it goes into circus. So it's just a one big word.
Nice.
Much.
She would respond. What was the exact question? Have you heard of the Believers?
Yes.
She would say, is that this ragtag underground group of people that's been giving Constable a hard time?
We're trying to figure that out.
As far as I know, that is a small, insignificant group. But anybody with a conspiracy theory can become dangerous. So I'd keep an eye on it, but I unfortunately don't know any more.
Okay.
I think for now that's all the questions that you could help us with.
Yeah, I think so too. You've been a great help, and you know it's good to know that we have a Harper's representative up here in Triboar. So
Yes.
that's cool.
Also, thank you for these, what would these be called? Runes, symbols? From what we've seen, these will most likely be very helpful.
Yes, as I understand it, they will mark people to be careful of, if you know what I mean.
Of course.
Also, thanks for giving us a bomb.
Yeah.
Do you actually say that?
Yep.
Okay. She'll respond, it's a fucking bomb?
I
You
mean,
knew that little
It's
of
the
that?
bomb.
It is
yeah.
so cool.
You know,
Grenade.
elbow and wing, it's the bomb.
Oh
It is-
my
The-
god. Make
is
a
the colloquialistic
persuasion check
expression.
or deception
Which-
check.
Which
Make
one
it-
of us?
All of you chimed in on that. It's collective persuasion or deception check.
Damn it.
I think we're okay on deception texting.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh.
Wait, it's supposed to be a deception.
Deception,
Um,
yes.
Okay.
Deception.
I mean, it's the same for me both ways. Yep. I'm bad at those. Which, again, is why I just blatantly said, thanks so much for giving us the thing.
Okay, so she's clearly like relaxed a little bit as this conversation continued, and then at the moment that this little interaction happened, she said, okay, with all due respect, please leave now, get that out of my town. And then she'll immediately turn to the door and yell out to the veterans outside, you see those cult bullshit symbols again, you kill them. No questions asked.
Happy to leave. Just quickly walks out the door with bomb in arms.
Bye.
We're part of like a really cool gang, and I
I'm
dig
so
it.
stoked.
This is awesome.
Oh, I meant to ask if there were any other contacts in town, but I think we'll probably be okay. For the other,
She would have told you there haven't been.
hey, cool.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we want to do in Triboar?
Should we establish a donut shop?
I thought he wanted one in Red Larch because I was like totally planning
he
on like
wanted-
forging him a deed.
Nice.
Oh,
Did
I
we
mean-
want... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You can go ahead. I was gonna make a haha funny.
I'll stick a pin in that one.
Right. Did we want to go back to the inn, or the bar, whatever it was?
I think it was an inn. I think I had shimmied some free rooms out of it while
Yeah,
you guys
It was
were having
an
hallucinations.
inn.
Okay. Do we want to go back to the inn just to sort of get a sense if, like, it really is a bad place, or if it was just that night?
Good idea.
Maybe the full moon made us crazy.
Nobody's
I
a
think-
werewolf,
I
right?
think we might as well, yeah. Maybe there was something
Yeah.
in the beer, like we have no idea.
Yeah.
Sure.
We
Yeah.
don't know.
We could try to see if anything similar happens.
Sure.
That's my thoughts.
Okay.
Go grab a bite and hang out for a minute.
Yeah. Maybe people watch.
I love that. Let's.
Look for any
That's a great idea.
suspicious figures. Get any new gossip that we can bring to Red Larch.
I love
Goss.
some hot goss. Yeah.
Yep.
Hot goss.
Okay.
All right, to the inn.
To the end. Interesting. Okay. So are you doing anything? Or are you basically getting rooms right away? What's the plan?
We're
not-
just kind of casing the place.
Yeah. Are
We're just kind
we?
of hanging out.
I was gonna say, are we getting rooms or are we just like getting a meal?
We're like borderline loitering.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
realistically, we might be able to walk in and like. I wonder if, since we didn't actually get the whole room, maybe I can like finagle some more food.
Ooh, yeah.
Yum.
I like
I'm
this.
hungry.
Sure. Yeah.
If nothing
Huh.
else, like, and then just like generally be aware of the place while we're there.
Hey.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm hiding my donut holes as we enter.
Okay.
Precious cargo,
Okay.
my friend.
You said bar? You're grabbing a drink?
Yeah, the same inn that we were at last time.
Okay. So your interactions with everyone are pretty generic. Sorry.
Fair.
There's really make a perception check, all of you.
Ooh, yeah.
Perception.
Yeah, that's
Okey-dokey.
Yeah. Will, are you performing again, or are you just a patron this
I
time?
got a nat 20.
Hey,
Nice.
18 plus 2.
Nice.
9.
I can't. Wow, you are
Yep.
just doing it.
I'm,
I can if it's gonna help our cause. Like I don't. What do you guys think? Do you guys want me to perform again, and you guys can check stuff out, and I can like oversee the area?
You know,
I mean, that would help if we're trying
Sure.
to.
And it
It's like-
happened when you were performing.
yes. It's like we're
Oh.
recreating the same situation. I think that's a fantastic idea.
Cool. Then yeah, I'll go back up to the bar and be like, hey, like it's old home week.
All right. All right.
Be like, yeah, I was here last week with my party. We came in. I like played a song.
Oh yes,
and
we
then we-
remember you.
Yeah. Do ya?
Yes,
I'll
we would
take
love
that.
it if you performed again.
What? I didn't even ask. I was totally not ready before. So I'll hop on stage and start playing something again. Yeah.
Rise of the Valkyries.
Who wants to bust for me this time? I'll split it with you.
I mean,
Yeah, sure. Why not?
go
Yeah.
for it.
Say.
What did we do for that last time? Was it just
We
a
just
like a
rolled a
persuasion?
It was
Oh,
performance, and
it was
then
performance.
Performance for
number-
you, and I believe it was like a persuasion check at advantage for the person
getting the money.
getting the money. Yeah.
And then it was like the
A persuasion?
performance equivalent to silver pieces.
I'm
right.
apparently having an off day.
Oh.
Had some-
Uh,
I did a lot of talking. I really did some throat coat. I have to really be delicate with my instrument.
That's okay.
Broke a string.
The oh man, I gotta nail this down because I have a feeling this is not the last time this is gonna happen. Last time you guys did this, the performance check was good. The persuasion check was not as good, but was still good. So we did the persuasion check in silver pieces.
Right.
Yes.
This time the performance is the persuasion is decent, but because of your feature whirl, there really is no such thing as like a bad performance. So we're really just doing this for flavor. So I'm gonna say
Right.
this time I'm just gonna make it the lower of the two between the performance and persuasion is the number of
Sure.
silver pieces you get.
Honestly,
Okay.
the best way that gets roleplayed that I've seen is like you just play the wrong kind of music for this crowd, like
amazing.
like the
Right.
wrong genre, and they just aren't feeling it as much.
Yep.
That's fair.
Like maybe
I'll
some
take
of them are, but in general, it's like you're hitting the lower percentile rather than the
I just
higher.
get up to them and I'm like, I heard Freebird.
Awesome.
And turns out that guy was an asshole.
Yeah.
What a troll.
He wouldn't have
Yeah.
good
A literal
taste in
troll.
music if it smacked him in the face.
Yeah, man. So yeah, while I'm up there, I guess I just start, keeping my eyes out for whatever else happens.
Okay. Whirl, you roll really well perception. You're a little bit distracted because you're focused on your performance, but between you and Taryn, Gert and Whirl, you're kind of having a hard time. There's a lot of people around, but Whirl and Taryn, you see nothing indicative of what happened last time you were here. So you now have 6 more silver.
Paid for the drinks we got at the last place.
Yes.
There you go.
It all comes full circle.
Yeah, exactly.
We
Do
deal
you
in
guys-
equilibrium.
Do you guys want to try to stay the night here? And maybe we sort of stand watch, even, in our room.
I'm not completely against it, other than the fact that people that are very important to us are in grave danger, if not already dead.
What time of day is it at this point?
You're like into evening now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That might be for the best. Because it's either we sleep here, we sleep near where the battle was, we might be able to make it to the bog, and that doesn't. It might be a little bit too humid to try
Follow
and
the
sleep
bouncing
next
butts.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be like the first real bed we've slept in
A
a
hot minute.
while.
Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, if we're not afraid of this place anymore, and again, like, I will, take first shift if someone would take a second shift.
Yep.
Uh,
On it.
and yeah, we can keep an eye on what's happening.
Sure. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds
Okay.
good to me.
So I'm sorry, I missed who's going to be on first shift?
Gert.
Gert? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you are starting your long rest then?
Yep.
And Gert, you anything in particular you are contemplating, thinking about, trying to do?
I got nothing. I'm
Okay.
drawing a blank. I am so sorry.
It's okay. It's not a trick question. It's this nighttime thing. This question for me is really just if at any point there is anything in particular on your mind that or anything like a skill you might be trying to hone or something you might want to learn. For the clerics, is there something are you trying to pray? Anything along those lines. And it is completely open-ended. It's not meant to like try to lead you toward anything specific. It's just meant to see what we're thinking about.
Well, actually, since Taryn felt so strongly about the fact that God was speaking to him, then why don't I think I do want to just sit and pray to see if I hear anything from Osiris and all that fun stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna DM you something, and I'll just need a verbal yes or no.
Also, Taryn is like so clueless about how to do this, and he's basically like making a ball of light into his hand as if it were the sun, and he's
Okay.
just kind of like staring at it, just like seeing if a face pops up or anything that would be relative to a god.
Okay.
Definitely trying to pray in some way.
Okay. So Gert, you are, as everyone else is drifting off to sleep, you're essentially doing a sort of meditation prayer type thing. And you'll sort of hit like a semi-conscious state. You're not unaware of your surroundings, but you're also not entirely focused on like if something happens. So I'm going to need you to make a perception check at disadvantage.
Oh, jeez.
Believe in you.
All right.
I say from sleep. Guys.
Woof.
Okay.
All right.
So you're a little distracted, sort of trying to focus because there is a little bit of nighttime activity. Again, not entirely out of place, but you're a little distracted. But you're eventually able to hit a little bit of a stride with this intentional meditation-like activity. You're thinking very intently about this new power you've obtained with your spiritual weapon, I'm going to say specifically, and the shape that it has taken. Would you like me to describe it, or would you like to describe it?
I would like to describe it, please.
Go for it.
Okay,
So you all have seen this happen one time,
Right.
but she's going to describe what it looked like.
So it doesn't look like what we had a placeholder for. My spiritual, or like my
Holy symbol?
holy symbol, thank you,
I got you.
is a crook and flail, which is the symbol of Osiris. I wear that as a necklace, and my spiritual weapon is basically two floating hands holding a crook and flail, but
Ooh.
the flail is actually a three-balled mace, and the crook is a sort of bladed shepherd's crook.
Kind of like a scimitar?
Yes. And so I can basically attack with one or the other
That's sick.
with
So
these floating
cool.
hands holding the things. Yes.
I love it. That's
Amazing.
Yes.
All right. So as you're sort of meditating on that fresh newfound power and what the sort of gift is behind it, you're going to sort of envision Osiris's face, and you'll see these wisps of not quite flame but not quite cloud, somewhere in between, sort of like float by his head, and then his eyes will glow a blue color, and this wisp will go one direction, and then another wisp will come up, and his eyes will glow a sort of red color, and it'll go another direction. And you will take this with confidence to mean you are contemplating the meaning of life and death and what happens after death. Understanding that Osiris is the sort of judge of the dead for your particular following. You're having this sort of intent focus on death, and how it may not actually be as bad of a thing as most people normally think it is. And for now, that's going to be about it.
Okay.
Okay, who was on second watch?
I am.
All right, roll a perception check, please.
Okie dokie then.
Big money, no whammies.
15.
Okay. Anything in particular that same question, thinking about, contemplating, trying to do?
Yeah. Is going to take out a piece of parchment and her quill and ink. And she's going to start writing a letter. And if you see it in like a cinematic view, the camera is going to like pan over her shoulder, and you'll barely be able to make out what she's actually writing, but you get the gist that it's Hi, I'm thinking about you. Just want to check in and see how you and the family are doing. I think about you all the time. Doing some crazy shit out here with some new friends. Here is my monthly stipend for you, and she'll finish the letter and kind of just tie it with like a bit of twine or something. She's not cool enough to have like a wax seal or anything. But she'll
If you
tie
happen to
that.
steal one out of Whirl's bag, like she's not gonna notice.
It's all good. Her family might think it's a little pretentious if she uses one, but the appreciation is still there. And then she'll take all of her money and put it in a little bag. Go downstairs to where the tavern guy is and say, "Hey, if you have a mail courier coming about, I have something I need to send out to Silverywood."
Okay. They will take it with a nod. And can you make an insight check?
Sure. 14.
Okay. Yeah, you'd get a good sense that what you requested can happen.
Okay. Yeah, I would have left enough money outside of what I'm sending to actually pay for the postage.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. And with that, the rest of your watch passes without anything happening.
Okay.
So it is now morning.